his league-leading 16th touchdown catch as they light him up for a 32-yard strike.
And it's so surprising that when you have somebody as good as Jamar Chase at that position, that he's also leading the league in yards after catch.
And there's that connection, the chemistry between Jamar Chase and his quarterback Joe Burrow, able to
so nonchalant. He gets right off of T. Higgins and comes right out then to the boundary.
In that space against the rookie.
And find themselves open. As you see Chase go in the zone defense, runs away from Dante Jackson.
He needs to be helping 21 Stevens out. That's a mismatch one-on-one in an island. He needs somebody back there to be able to help him over top. Look at Stevens running. That's why I think they
goes off of play action today. And that's exactly what we got there and how physical things got downfield. Jamar Chase being physical.
They don't give him any help. The safety's in the middle, and it's just not even fair to put him one-on-one down here in the red zone on Jamar Chase. There's not many defensive backs in the league, period.
You're going to see Chase go all the way across. Two guys are going to cover him. And then on the back end, Joe Burrow is going to give his guy just a little go back over there. And so here he comes out there. All right, he sees him. Yeah, go that way. I got you. Here we go. And they have done.
Playing at their best. It really comes down to single high, one-on-one matchups with the cornerbacks.
Turns this ball loose to Jamar Chase. This is the anticipation that I'm talking about. That ball's being thrown now, and Chase isn't even out of the break. These guys are on the same page constantly, and you just...
So a pure double team. Safety over the top. You can't see him in the picture here. But then as Joe Burrow started to scramble, the double...
Terrific Jamar Chase. One-on-one, back shoulder throw, just good timing. Hard for a...
You hope to see a little bit during the course of the afternoon, good on good. Jamar Chase, and maybe just a...
Listen, Jamar Chase one-on-one with Wiggins to the right sideline, and you see, once again, we've seen this a couple times. We've seen it to Higgins. It's that time lined up in the slot. McMillan, 29, goes right to the face of Jamar Chase.
The safety drops down, and he knows immediately then that he has one-on-one once again on the outside.
Got his second of the night, 40 yards for the go-ahead points.
Yeah, they bring 5 on the rush, and you're one-on-one outside. Deron Bland, he's in soft coverage and just overruns it.
Get the first down, stay in bounds. They try bringing pressure off the slot. It was Bart. It's the mobility of Burrow that opens this up. They bring a zone blitz. They drop Cooper back into coverage. But when Burrow steps up in the pocket, that tells you how vital the timeouts are in being able to get the stop defensively, get the ball back in your hands at offense, knowing that you have a...
Watch the linebacker play, and it's been a weakness of this Baltimore defense in coverage, trying to locate the crosser. Look at that space. Great job from a timing standpoint, and then this is just next level. Probably the best in the league. Almost at running back skill set.
Believe it or not, Joe Burrow has the second most yards on the move of any quarterback and the most touchdowns on the move of any quarterback, and a lot of times
Jamar Chase they totally turned him loose. You can see they let him with a free release. He gets in behind Diggs in that zone coverage, and Burrow.
And once again, the Ravens are going to have to start. They're not getting a push. They'd actually brought the linebacker Simpson. But how many times tonight have we seen it?
The punter put him at the 2. So the punter, a rookie free agent, really did a terrific job.
Yossi, Higgins, and now Chase.
And Chase, he's a receiver. He's a running back. He's so good. Well, this is what you do to attack zone. You just run a high-low. You see Owusu-Koramoah at low, and then you just hit it right there in that deep window.
Quick response. Now one play, and Jamar Chase 70 yards later with a quick response for the Bengals. The last 2 games, he's had 203 yards total and 3 touchdowns. He's going to inside release and do the dig route. On the inside, Yosevich is going to the outside, so that draws the underneath coverage. Actually, Yosevich is running through. It's the late flat by the running back that draws that attention underneath.
Already in Washington
territory.
They're trying to play over the top on Jamar Chase, but there's that hole in that zone.
And this is where they talked about the timing. Remember, we met with Joe Burrow, we met with Jamar Chase, and they had
In the bottom four in basically every main category in the NFL.
Well, in addition to that, this is an offense that they don't use a lot of play action. Mike Zimmer he's not going to sit back in a four-man rush. He's going to rush 5 guys, 6 guys. We saw in the opening possession.
the best player on Cincinnati's offense gets the ball and no one in a position to tackle him when he makes
yards and yards after catch. Cincinnati will punt.
Could not have gone better for the Pittsburgh Steelers that first possession on.
There's nothing there. It's defended well. It's 2-on-2. Trayvon Mary actually comes in and blows the whole thing up. I mean, how do you kind of saw this last week on that 4th down call where, you're throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage. This time, Jamar Chase working back to get the football, but good pursuit. It's one of the things that has kind of plagued the Raiders during the course of the season.
What a design. Because Joe Burrow, look at him. He's talking to him. Look at him. Pointing with the thumb. Just go back inside. I've got you. Watch as this play develops. Watch 27 in green. He's there. He plays off the block. Goes to try and make the tackle, but look at the strength of Chase. Good movement by these receivers. And also, how about getting Jamar Chase right behind Mike Gesicki?
Guarantee you that Zach Taylor was said, all right, we're coming out here. I know we haven't seen much out of Chase. We're going to get him the football. And it doesn't matter.
Well, and that's really the second read there. He's trying to get Yoshivash up the field.
It's just so dangerous. I mean, watch Mike Jackson, number 2, come in. It's like Kevin said, I got him squeezed. I got the sideline as my teammate. And that's great.
Rack, which is run after catch, receivers there is in the NFL.
Cincinnati is now starting to do the things that New England's been doing against them all game. Meaning, after the catch, they gain extra yardage. This is one of the favorite moves of the Cincinnati Bengals offense. When you're trying to get a guy activated.
Doing that than Joe Burrow. So Jamar Chase, yes, he had been frustrated behind his T. Higgins. And you see that they start drafting off each other. And Trayvon Diggs, he's not sure, okay, is Chase going to keep going?
Burning him for 11.
It's amazing, we just talked about it in their previous drive. It's amazing how Burrow, whether it's in the pocket or out of the pocket, just how he's able to navigate pressure. To me, that's...
And again, here's that kind of, you're off, right? That was something they said they would not do. Denard Wilson said, we will not be off. That's what we talked about, right? He's in the backfield, motioning him out to the outside. I mean, that's a little check down. That's an option route that normally a running back is running.
They run it out of the stack, which allows Chase the free access because he has a receiver, a teammate in front of him. So now you can't get to him. See that? And then he makes the move and goes inside of DeGene, who's going to be an excellent player in this league. But he's a rookie, and Jamar Chase's moves one-on-one.
And a spectacular catch there by Jamar Chase once again.
So they wanted to see what the defense had.
Field, it's going to be an in route. Xavier Woods is the first person that has an opportunity right here. Don't throw the shoulder, wrap him up. I don't know what the second attempt was by Charles Harris either. You cannot allow a player